season.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Touchdown!
Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Dayo Odeyingbo able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film, and so this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. You know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The Texans send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up front. Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 16 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
Hey, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. Able to slither by. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This to Jacobs on the toss right. He may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Washington. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here to add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 74 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And Stroud now to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Texans at 7-2 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence.
Touchdown, Houston. Christian Watson, 37 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A quick throw out to Lockett. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt. 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Check.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd and 8. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with the football here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Operating from the gun, Washington. Returning right back to Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Off the play fake, Washington. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw on 3rd down, Washington. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Stroud off the play fake. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Here we go.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Throwing on first down. Washington looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Washington. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
First and 10, it's Stroud. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Stroud now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. Sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Stroud out of the gun here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Washington. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A final shot before break. Washington. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, here's Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence. After the last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them humbling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Stroud looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off play action. Washington. He's going to get this complete here to Rocket. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Off the bootleg. Washington rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Will Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg. Washington. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Looking now, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Stroud to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Here's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Stroud on third down. And Watson has it right side. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Fourth down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Now 2nd and 5. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off the play fake. Washington looking deep for Adams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off play action. Washington. That is caught. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Washington. Pass taken in by Mayer. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Washington. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. It's caught here by Adams. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
This is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Completed the run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans back out there and ready to go. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It's Eckler again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Stroud working out of the gun. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
So Stroud and the Texans down by 10. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Quan Martin. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now. And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. I don't